Hi everybody, so today we're going to be talking about how readers use the storyline to predict. Okay, so first I'm going to give you little examples so we can just get our feet wet. So, have you ever been to a birthday party? Raise your hand if you've ever been to a birthday party. I have, and I've even had my own, just like you guys probably have. So, let's say we are at a birthday party. Everyone's having a good time, they're eating food, maybe having some soda, you know, just hanging out and having a good time. But then it's time for the cake. Let's see, everyone sings happy birthday before what gets blown out on a cake? What do you put on a cake that gets blown out? The candles, right? So you sing happy birthday, blow out the candles, and then what happens? Do you just leave the cake? Can't do that. You have to eat it. Yes. So this is the storyline of a birthday party. There's storylines in everything, all in our lives. So even at a birthday party, and also even in our book that we're going to read too. So you guys are already predicting the storyline of what's going to happen. So we're going to predict what happens next in Captain Pepper's Pets. I'm going to teach you that when you read stories, you're not just tagging along behind the character. You're also looking ahead and imagining what is next in the book. You think about what's already happened to predict what might happen next. So, we read a few pages last time, and as I remember, they were on their ship, Captain Pepper and his pirate friends. They were on the ship, and then they got off onto the island. Exactly. All right. So it says that one of the pirates fell into the water next. Help! He screamed. I can't swim. Suddenly a huge, toothy creature tossed Naughty Pole up in the air. Help! He screamed. I want my mom. Captain Pepper jumped to his feet. Bless my soul, it's a hippopotamus, he shouted. That would make a good pet. Bring it on board. What does it mean when he wants something to be brought on board? You can go ahead and pause and think about it. Right, he wants it to be brought onto the ship. The hippo didn't want to be brought on board at all. It snorted and stamped and snapped at the pirates, but at last they hauled it up onto the deck. Welcome aboard, my hippo pet, said Captain Pepper. With you by my side, I'll soon be famous all over the world. He patted the hippo's head. The hippo snorted. The hippo does not look too happy in this picture or in this picture. Can you try to predict what would happen next? I know that we aren't familiar with this book 100% yet, but what do you think would happen next if the hippo was on the ship and he isn't too happy about being there? Think about like a wild, reckless animal. What would they do on a nice ship? You can pause and think about it. Welcome back. I'm going to continue reading. Let's see if your prediction was right. The hippo rushed across the ship. Crunch! It bit the mast in half. Crash! The mast fell onto the deck. Stop that now, the captain bellowed. Captain Pepper glared at the hippo. The hippo glared at Captain Pepper and charged. Oh my gosh. Remember the word mast that they just said? It's this pole. So it snapped in half and he crunched it. And then now they're making that eye contact. He's gonna run at Captain Pepper. Captain Pepper seems like really tough though. So do you think he would just run away? I feel like he might defend himself. What do you think will happen next? Go ahead and predict. We'll read these last two pages right here, and then it leads into another chapter. If you guessed a different prediction than mine, then you might be right. Let's see. Captain Pepper dived out of the way, but the hippo kept going, right over the side of the ship. Splash! So I guess Captain Pepper made the right decision. That hippo was trouble, said Pirate Nong. Can we go home and buy a parrot? Captain Pepper snorted and snarled. A parrot? He roared. Not on your life. Find me something different, or I'll feed you to the sharks. There goes the hippo. He just moved out of the way, because he must have known that the hippo would crash over and go into the water. He looks very angry there. Alright, so we learned about predicting in a book, and some of our predictions were right, and some of them are wrong, and that's okay. That's what happens, right? Everything goes in a different order, especially when we go in a bunch of different adventures in books. So far, we figured out that we have a superpower in reading, and that's mind reading. You can read what happens next, like we figured out with the birthday party scenario, right? Yeah, you guys all guessed that right. Alright, then we read this passage, and you guys told me what comes next in the book, whether we're right or wrong. We're just predicting. It's alright. Alright, so when you read stories, you're not just tagging behind. You're imagining what could happen next, and we're continuously doing that when we're reading. So, we learned who the story was about, right? Captain Pepper is what? Captain Pepper's pets. Captain Pepper's friends in the book. We learned where and when something is happening, which is also called a... Pause the video if you need to think about it. A setting, right. Alright, and we also talked about what they're doing in the book and predicting what will happen next, because that's what good readers do. You guys did a wonderful job today. The next thing I would like you to do is tell me what you learned from this lesson. So what did you learn from the lesson today? Why did we read across the book? And why did I keep having you pause the video? To predict what would happen next. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.